Valentino Rossi enjoys reflecting on the past, and Marc Marquez finds this completely natural. Meanwhile, the big question remains, who will take the top spot as the lead rider for the Ducati Lenovo team in 2025? Let's dive into the discussion. Stay tuned until the end. The rivalry between Marc Marquez and Valentino Rossi remains one of the most talked about stories in the history of MotoGP. Despite both riders having their own separate paths in recent years, the shadow of their 2015 title battle still looms large over the sport. The controversy from that season, where Rossi accused Marquez of conspiring with Jorge Lorenzo to deny him the World Championship, continues to spark debates and interviews, particularly in the Italian media. Rossi himself has never truly moved on from that moment, and his frequent references to the events of 2015, especially during interviews in his home country, often reignite the discussion. However, this ongoing focus on the past has not gone unnoticed by many, including fans and critics who feel that Rossi's failure to let go of the rivalry is detrimental to his legacy. One such moment came in September 2023, when Rossi appeared on Andrea Mignot's Mig Barbel podcast. During the interview, he once again spoke about Marquez, only to be met with sharp criticism for what many perceived as unsportsmanlike behavior and a lack of closure. For his part, Marc Marquez has largely refrained from commenting on the matter, preferring to stay focused on his own career and competition. He offered a rare glimpse into his thoughts on the rivalry in the documentary series Marc Marquez All In, released in early 2023. But it wasn't until recently, in an appearance on the El Chiringuito podcast, that Marquez spoke candidly about the ongoing situation between him and Rossi. Marquez made it clear that he doesn't feel Valentino Rossi is paying him any attention, and emphasized the importance of choosing words carefully when it comes to discussing their past. According to Marquez, whether it's Rossi talking about him or himself commenting on their history, a single remark can easily lead to unnecessary controversy. Marquez, however, has no interest in fueling any further drama, particularly when it comes to mental games or psychological warfare. At this stage in his career, Marquez is fully focused on the competition ahead, with no desire to re-engage in any rivalry that no longer serves any purpose. For Marquez, the important thing is that his attention is squarely on the present and future of MotoGP, where he continues to battle on the track with new competitors and fresh challenges. Rossi, now retired from racing, does not have the same stake in the competition, and Marquez believes that continuing to focus on past disputes would only be counterproductive. The reality, as Marquez pointed out, is that two people can't be said to be in a rivalry if one of them isn't actively involved. While Rossi may still be vocal about their past clashes, Marquez is determined to leave that behind. His focus remains on his performance on the track and achieving success in the races that lie ahead, not on revisiting old conflicts. For Marquez, it's clear he's moving forward, and there's no room for a war that only one side is willing to fight. In the world of MotoGP, the Ducati Lenovo team stands at the forefront of competition as the 2025 season looms on the horizon, boasting one of the most electrifying rider lineups in recent memory. While the team officially refrains from labeling its riders as a number one or number two, the reality within the garage suggests that Francesco Bagnaia's undeniable track record has placed him in a league of his own. Since breaking Ducati's 15-year championship drought in 2022, Bagnaia has become the beating heart of the Italian team, consistently delivering results that have propelled the Marque to the pinnacle of the sport. Over the past seasons, Bagnaia's skill and resilience have been unmatched, securing him 2 world titles and a runner-up finish in 2024, a campaign highlighted by an extraordinary 11 victories. His consistency and dominance have redefined Ducati's image, making him the cornerstone of their aspirations heading into another grueling season. On the other side of the garage stands Marc Marquez, a 6-time world champion embarking on a new chapter with Ducati after years of success and setbacks. For the Spanish icon, this move represents both an opportunity and a challenge unlike any he has faced before. With Bagnaia firmly established as Ducati's leading force, Marquez finds himself adapting to an unfamiliar role, working within a team that has thrived on the foundations of another rider's accomplishments. Beyond learning the intricacies of the Desmosedici GP25, Marquez must also build rapport with a crew deeply attuned to Bagnaia's needs and preferences. While Marquez's natural competitiveness burns bright, he approaches the task with respect for Bagnaia's status as the reigning figurehead of the team. The competitive dynamic between the two titans sets the stage for what could be a defining year for Ducati and MotoGP as a whole. Bagnaia, with his proven credentials, enters the season as the preeminent favorite to dominate once more, while Marquez, armed with his trademark grit and legendary racecraft, positions himself as a wild card capable of shaking up the established hierarchy. Despite finishing third in 2024, Marquez remains confident in his ability to rise to the challenge, but he acknowledges that any claim to supremacy must be earned through sheer performance on the track. For Ducati, this dual-pronged attack holds the potential for extraordinary success, but also introduces the inevitable tension of managing two of the most competitive riders in the sport's history. As fans gear up for the drama of the upcoming season, the storyline practically writes itself. Will Bagnaia solidify his legacy as Ducati's undisputed leader, or will Marquez, the perennial underdog-turned-champion, disrupt the balance and claim a piece of Ducati's throne? MotoGP is no stranger to rivalries, and this one promises to deliver fireworks both on and off the track. So buckle up, racing fans. 2025 is shaping up to be a season for the ages, and the battle for supremacy within the Ducati Lenovo team could very well determine the fate of the championship. Who do you think will emerge as the dominant force in red? Let us know your predictions as we count down to lights out. Hey MotoGP fans, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest action.